Hey guys, it's Iron Man once again with another Snowrunner video. This time we are doing the IX Wrecker. I haven't done a video of my own yet on this particular truck. I've been around it since initial development, so I guess we'll see how this goes. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. As I said in the intro, I've been around this truck since it initially popped up on Mod.io. It is created by the IX research team, headed by Puppy Master, of course. This has been a great all-round truck. It's got so many different configurations you can set it up with, ranging from somewhat usable, like the one shown on screen right now, or let's go completely off kilter with the extreme, the big triple tire truck. I actually use this one as a recovery truck in Alaska when I do the torture pit tests. Let's get into the changes made to the truck. Well, not made to the truck, but the available options to this particular truck. Of course, you got the Triton V10, which is alright motor. I suppose I never used it because I went straight to the big boy right off the get-go. You got the 7.3 Power Stroke diesel, you got the 6.7 Power Stroke, and then you got the iXtreme R&D engine. Who knows what Puppy did with that thing. Went with the R&D transmission, which gives you the 8 auto gears, 2 low gears, fast high gear. Went with raised firm active suspension, allows me to adjust and modify the truck as needed as I take different courses. Chose a nice all-around size in the form of the 45-inch Ice Mud Devils by Quasi. There are much bigger tires available on this truck. This is just my personal setup. They can go retardedly large up into the 67-inch realm, which is what that triple tire truck is. Went with the extreme winch option. You got your basic, offline, extreme. And you can see you got crap ton different tire options here. Went with the tall forward-facing snorkel, the IX long bred with supplies, so it functions more like a supersized big pickup. So when your F450, your F550, your F350 ain't gonna cut it, you jump in this thing. Ford mud flaps, which big truck status, it kind of needs them, to be honest. Went with the roof lights, went with the heavy look front bumper, IX visor, default exhaust, because this is a personal preference. I don't really care for the look of the stacks, so I went with the underbody exhaust. Default rims that come with the Quasi, and as you guys can see, I chose to go with the, well, my typical red paint scheme. There's enough black accents on it to, I guess, pretty much call it red black, because unfortunately there's not a red black option on this truck, but this is as close as I can get to it, so I'll work with it. Oh, there's some things I totally forgot about in here, stuff I didn't really use. So let's see, we'll throw the dash hound in. Stickers, I think there's only one slot. Yeah, that's what I thought. Throw that sticker in. Yes, Puppy's little dog. Gotta throw that on there just for the sake of it. This gives you a better all-around look at the truck. Nice long box for hauling stuff. And as you guys can see, I am in the Yukon with it. I'm still exploring the map. I have a rough idea how this map goes from running around it in the PTS days. So I have a pretty good idea what this truck will and will not do in certain areas. Let's see how much we got here for stuff to do. Oh, we got plenty. Just do a quick little mission here just to show what the truck is able to do. I will need a trailer for this, so trailer store. Flatbread. Off-road. Go. Flatbread would make more sense. There it is. Huh. Oof. That may not have been the greatest tire option, or trailer option. Oh, it works. As you can see, I can raise and lower suspension as needed. I'm just going to do a quick little task here. This is something I was kind of planning to do when we did the cat video a while ago with BA, but I'll do it now. Just to show what the truck's capabilities are. That is taking on the Northern Bridge task, just to get up back in this area. It's not as much critical as going back up here later, but it'll probably become key later on as maps develop and quests develop in later phases, so. There we go, metal beams. So, I know there's metal beams right there, but that'd be the easy way out. Ooh, getting right deep in the water here. I know this truck can do it, so I'm not too worried about it. Looks exactly how bad as I kind of toss myself in the deep end right at the get-go either. But overall, from what I've seen of the truck, and the times I've used it, and the many times I've seen BA use it, it's been a great truck to work with. It does pretty much everything you want of it, with surprising ease, especially if you have some of those overpowered options going on. The best way of looking at this thing is really, it's the SWAT of trucks, really. When you need help with something else, you tend to grab this thing. And I suppose I've spoken too soon on getting out of things, but a little bit of lift. Let's see if that changes things a little. Oh, I'm not sure what's dragging me bad. I think what I might be dealing with is a little bit of suction. There we go. Ah, yes. The beauty part about the winch that Puppy throws on this thing, it's got some retarded length. You want to grab a tree all the way over in China? It's way over in China. You'll grab it. Honestly, had I tried that with the truck by itself, that would have been no problem. There we go. I just had to get enough momentum to be able to throw in high gear. Ooh, this thing gets booting along pretty good and high. One thing you'll learn about the Yukon, I'll touch on this now, is your resources aren't as plentiful as they are in other maps. You actually have to go back and reload and source all over the place. Warehouses, I believe, have certain options. I'll take a look at that warehouse up here because there's one right by here. But you'll be finding your supplies more in random build sites like that one I just pulled from. Warehouses only have an infinite or finite amount of resources as well. So you have to be a little more crafty with the game. Sorry about that. This map makes you think where you can pick up your resources, utilize the best position in relation to the task you're trying to do. Kind of running off on a tangent here. We could kind of mention streets of the Yukon, but as for the Ford itself, well, it's not the Ford. We all know it's the Ford F650, but obvious reasons why it's not marked as such. Well, correction, other than mud flaps. Anyways, it's a great all-around truck. I would be able to pull this off with one go had I chose the flat deck versus the truck bed, but I like using the 650 in the large truck form. Sling a little bit of mud. As you guys can see, right combination, you can get out of pretty much anything. Even keep them much less occupied here. Oh, nope, that ain't happening. As you guys will see, myself, BA, probably a few others who have used Alaska as a proving grounds for trucks before. We're probably going to start straying away from it, using places more like this. I'm going to be using Hollister Hills for a lot of it. Yukon, it will test trucks. You pretty much... I hate to say this, I feel sorry for anybody using vanilla trucks in this game. Me and BA had a pretty good discussion on this a while ago. Some of the areas you need to go, you won't be able to do with vanilla trucks. You pretty much have to employ monsters like this to get to them, those places. I'm going to check out the warehouse this time, just to see if they're as unlimited as they were in other maps. Certain items are unlimited, other items not so much. Like fuel, cement, consumables, bricks, but metal rolls, small pipes are unlimited, fuel unlimited, cement unlimited, metal beams limited. I'm going to clear this other site first. That's what happens when you exhaust options. Pay attention to that building in the background. If I recall quickly, this should disappear when I load this up. So now I can't get anything from the site because this is cleared of its resources. I just gonna comment on the trailer itself. I believe it is Fox CRF 450 Rider that does this trailer. I think it's part of his off-road trailer pack. I'm not 100% sure on that. Just see if I can get going if I get fully loaded. I doubt it. I'm going to probably get bogged out here. Oh, yeah, there we go. One thing they've done in Phase 2 is definitely making it much more difficult to get through mud and water. They have changed the textures of a lot since the previous early versions of the game. But you'll see build sites like this all over the place when you're running all over the map. They'll supply you with different resources such as bricks, wood, cement, so on and so forth. In this form of the game, they'll become key. The main reason I'm really even doing this bridge map or bridge mission is so I have access to that stuff later for later missions. Now if I just go back here, we can just try and get this done. There we go. And there we go. First task in the Yukon besides the CAD mission done, and it'll help me in the future. I'll go back to the garage here and do kind of an overview of the truck here. Once again, while we're reviewing, or not reviewing, but I guess quick and dirty overview of this truck. And yes, puppy, that is what she said. Here's my trailer. Okay, so he did acknowledge it is a Super G. Nice little mix of parts and supplies in the back. Can't remember exactly how much you put back there, but I'll tell you in a second. That's how much fuel I have on board in my in my box. Let's see what I have on board for repair parts. 900, so plenty to get myself out of a lot of things. The interior, not as refined as the outside of the truck. It's got the basic shapes and whatnot going on in there. But it's not terrible either. It's... You can tell what's supposed to be. Just, it could use a little bit of refinement. But you get the general gist of what you're looking at. Light output's good. Having the active suspension on the truck is nice. I'm going to grab actually some bigger tires. I'm going to see if I can run 52s under this thing. What's the biggest I can go with under this current suspension? And not trigger my OCD in terms of the clipping thing. Not 55s. Mm, 51s, I can see. Might be a little bit of bumper clipping up front, but I can probably see it. Let's see how it looks. Oh! Oh, tight! On a real truck, that would be rub zone like crazy in the bumper, but acceptable. I'll let it fly. Especially when I know suspension mode would be up way high enough that it'll clear beautifully. So the 51s would probably be my compromise tire in terms of big tire versus full-on stuffed wheel well, completely looking goofy. I hate that slightly bit of lag between reverse and forwards in the auto transmission. But that said, guys, that is it for this particular video. Until the next time.